something. First of all, thanks for coming to the Press Shop, man. This is what I look like when I'm happy. I think I said that, man, but we haven't done this in a very long time, and today was awesome. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. This was a blast.
You know, something that's pretty interesting about a band like you guys too, and you're sort of an enigma in this scenario, is that you gain popularity so fast. It feels like, I wouldn't say you skipped a few steps, but you skipped a few steps. So I guess this kind of started on TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, social media was a big part of it. I was working in a factory at this aluminum mill at home,
Really?
and I would work off midnights, and we'd drive to Alabama and go play a show that night, you know, and then I'd be back the next day by 6 p.m. and go to work 12 hours. And I think February of last year, like I woke up one day and was just like, whoa, like what is happening? Just getting on TikTok and seeing, we had like a couple videos that were just going absolutely crazy.
So Smoking a Light was obviously, I would say, would you guys say that's your biggest song right now?
Yeah.
What's the genesis of that? Where did that song come from? Yeah, I want to know these things, you know? All right, let's hear it.
Starting in West
Don't
Philadelphia.
bullshit me. Give me the stuff.
So I was in a relationship. I dropped out of college, but after that, I was in a relationship. It just ended kind of poorly, and I was feeling some things, so I wrote Smoking a Light about that situation. I think because it was like what I was going through, I put it into a song. I think that's probably why people related to it, because it was directly from my life and the way I was feeling at the time that I wrote it. It's like what I was saying earlier, you know, it was pain, it was anger and sadness that I just couldn't. I don't want to burden somebody else by talking to them about my feelings. So if I put it into a song, you know, you just sing it and it's a song. But when you look into it, it's more than that. It was just wild to see like a song that I had written be popular, like people like it.
So this thing like get millions of views immediately?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like I woke up one day and was like, okay, here we go. Like, we're gonna do this. We had already had management at that time because I'd been playing in Nashville a little bit, and we started figuring out a tour and what we were gonna do. We started headlining shows in May of last year, so we had like 3 months. We were opening shows and then just went out on a headlining tour, and we've been touring ever since.
That's incredible.
It's crazy. I still don't know what happened.
So when you're headlining shows now, when you walk out there, you still just floored like, how the did I get here?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said earlier, like it does feel like we skip steps. I think people sometimes, like you hear about the road dogs and everything. At this point, I mean, now we've played hundreds of shows, you know, as a full band. And at the time we played our first headlining show, we'd played maybe 10, 15 shows as a full band. And you go out there and it's like, okay, let's just try not to suck, because there's a bunch of people out here that really like us, and I don't want them to not like us.
You guys sold out the Orange Peel, right?
Yeah.
And you're supposed to play, how long were you supposed to play?
Oh, yeah, no, so this is also fun. We had like 4 songs out at the time of I think we put out Brother John Next to You. We had 6 songs out at the time of our first headlining show, and they had us down for 90 minutes.
And we play the same songs 3 times.
I think we got done. Yeah, we
make up songs to play either.
We got done in like 45 minutes. We're like, okay, thank you for having us. You know, hope you have us back. No, eventually we had more songs. That was like all we had though. So yeah,
it just happened so fast. I mean,
yeah, we didn't have time to like prepare, and then you just get thrown into it. And it's like, okay, adapt.
I discovered Old 60 about 3 months ago, and just have thoroughly enjoyed it. But I feel like you guys are so unique in the sense that you're a dying breed. You guys are young guys, but I feel like you guys represent something that I would call the original dream. The original dream meaning a group of guys getting together, writing great songs, being great friends, and doing it, touring, making records, doing all that. How long have you guys known each other? How'd this happen?
I used to work for Ryan's brother at a pizza shop. It's called Galaxy Pizza in Hallsville, Kentucky.
All right, I like this.
And I was a delivery driver. I worked there for like 4 years right after I graduated high school. I started writing music after a few years there. And I knew Ryan. He was like 2 years above me in high school. We went to the same high school, and Fish also went to that high school.
This is in Kentucky?
Yeah, Hancock County High School. And Ryan's brother, he heard some of the songs that I wrote. He was like, you need to play with my brother sometime. He plays guitar. He's really good. You should play with him. So I went over and played with Ryan, and we just kind of started going around and playing bars together. And
and recorded the EP. And
yeah, we recorded our first EP.
When is this?
I've known Ryan since I was a kid. We started like really hanging out probably 3 years ago. Probably 3 years ago now. I met Colby, our bass player, at a Reed Southall concert in Evansville, Indiana. And
Love that band.
we're playing with them tomorrow, which is big full circle moment.
Just discovered them. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, I met Colby there. He played guitar, and we needed a bass player, so I hit him up. I was like, "You want to play bass?" I said, "Sure." So he learned how to play bass. He didn't own a bass until
didn't even own one. Had never
like,
played one before.
30
Come on.
minutes after I agreed to the gig, I get a text like, hey, we got like this date here. We're opening for Red Clay Strays and Whiskey Myers at a festival. I was like, oh shit, I better buckle up.
Buy one of those bases.
We
made it
on
pretty
Facebook
known
and found
that
one for about $200.
We needed a full commitment, like right soon
Yeah.
as the first practice.
Yeah, and Aiden messaged us on Instagram, I think, or TikTok. He was working you were working in Chicago.
Yeah, I was working for like a electric company. We were putting in solar panels and stuff, like in the country, like Kankakee, Illinois, or whatever, like an hour from Chicago. I was making really good money, but I saw them on TikTok, and I was like, I want to be in a band, you know. And so I just hit them up, and I was like, hey, I play guitar, I kind of play drums. Like, if y'all need any help with anything, let me know. And they were like, we've literally been trying to buy drum sets for people so that they will come play drums for us.
No, I was
And-
like at the bar, like at our hometown bar. I was going up to people like, "Hey, I will buy you a drum set if you learn how to play the drums and play." Yeah, nobody. I mean,
Not many drummers.
There's
in our
not-
area
yeah, there's not
that
a lot
were,
of-
like willing to like help out, or anybody we knew. No one knew a drummer that could help us.
like
Yeah,
every
I
drummer
just
was already in a
wanted
band.
a job.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to be on the team, you know.
Bro,
And I
right
did not
now,
play
what do you
drums.
think about like that DM that you sent? That changed the course of your life right now, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, for sure.
I love stuff
I just
like
couldn't.
that.
The thing about it that caught me so off guard was that it was a band from Hallsville that sounded really good. I was in St. Louis at that time.
Yeah.
But like I knew Hallsville because I lived 15 minutes from there. I lived across the river in Indiana. I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are from Hallsville. Like I gotta. They had no views or anything, but the songs were good, you know. So I just hit them up.
You took your shot, shoot or shoot, right?
Yeah.
Worked out pretty good.
That's cool.
Then we met Fish probably about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, about. I
Probably
think it was
about a year
like
and a half.
February last year.
Yeah. And we started jamming with.
Showed up to practice one day and just never left.
Yeah, he just like came. We were in Colby's garage and he showed up. And like, yeah, and Jarrett came and he was like, we're just gonna jam. I said, all right. And we jammed and I like stopped playing. I could not play guitar with Fish I was like, whoa, dude, you are way better than me. I do not need to be playing in the same room as you right now. And then he just, never left. Just kept coming back. We met Dwight through Reed Connolly, sent him to us, and here we are.
What do you think about what's going on with AI right now?
Man,
And music and art in particular, because we could talk about a lot of stuff, but I'm talking about specifically about music.
I think I personally have this overwhelming fear of AI. Like, I won't use ChatGPT. I won't do any of it. I think it's like already in music. I don't know who or I don't know how, but I think there's AI writing songs and I think it's out there. But I don't think it'll ever be able to really grab the soul and the human emotion that just a song written by a human will. I don't know. I'm scared of AI.
I have a healthy fear of it as well. I feel like whatever you search, it's in some way, it's we're all being spied on to some degree, but I feel like it's another level. You just said, I think, the key word in all of this, and Dwight and I talked briefly about this inside, the soul, and that's something you can't fake. Even no matter how good it sounds or how good a piece of art looks, if it doesn't have the soul that came from a human connection to write that down, I think there's a definitive line there.
I mean, I think that there's people out there that are using AI to do things that a human artist could do, whether it's visual or it is the music or like a tour poster or any. I think if you use AI in place of a real artist, whatever form of art it is, then you are not an artist. I think that artists look out for each other. I think that if you're going to go on tour, you need to hire somebody to draw you or paint you or whatever, a poster. I think it's the easy way out. I just think you're in it for the wrong reasons if you don't see the merit in having somebody with real emotions make a piece of art for you.
Do you guys ever think about it, any of you guys, about, wow, man, this is in jeopardy? Or do you just kind of just do your own thing and don't pay it attention?
I don't think it's in jeopardy because I think that right now I feel like it's very recognizable, you know, when you see something that's AI, you know that it's AI, and I don't think it'll ever be capable of doing what the greats do, you know.
Yeah, interesting stuff. What do you think about that, Dwight?
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes back to the soul, and I think it's kind of backwards to like have a computer that, as far as I know, doesn't have like real feelings, try to create art. Like I know everybody in this band, like whether it's trauma or, you know, just like hardship or just like quirkiness, like we all gravitated towards making music because of that within us. It's like when I'm on stage, I can feel like the soul of everybody that they're pouring into the music, and I think that is why people come out to the shows. I think that's why people listen to our music, because it's raw, and in a way that imperfections are better than perfection. And it's like that whole connection, like we're trying to pull from the cosmos and experience and send it out to our friends and listeners, and they can relate to it. I have faith that I don't think AI can really replicate that, and I have faith in humanity. So yeah, that's what I think. I don't know about y'all.
I get a lot of people with like tattooing too. People will send me these like AI tattoos, and it's just like, not only can I not do this, this cannot be done. It's like too perfect. I see a whole lot of it on that side of it too, just like the artistry in general, where it's like, they're like, oh, I want this. I'm like, how can you not tell that's fake?
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's super interesting. It's bizarre, but it's also interesting that now we are actually embracing the imperfections, true artists, more so than ever. Whereas before, everyone is seeking this holy grail of perfection, whatever that is. And now that it has been presented in a way that's not really digestible to an artist, it's very cool to me that people are, so to speak, like recognizing the sounds of the room or true performance versus going into a studio. I'll tell you a personal thing for me is I hate studios. I've had a record label for many years, and I've been in them, and I'm allergic to them. People have their own thing, but I feel, and you guys fall right into this, music is a performance, right? And you guys are feeling each other, and you guys are playing it different every time depending on exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? And you can feel that. And that's why I love doing live tracking, because that's who you are, you know? And so I hate perfection. I love the sounds of the room. I love missed notes. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what makes it real. We don't run tracks. Anything you hear come through the PA when we're on stage, we're playing that. If it's wrong, it's wrong, but it's coming from us. I think it's a cool way to do it with your best friends, you know, just get up there, give it your all. Maybe you mess up, maybe you don't, but
yeah,
your goal is to leave those people in that room feeling better than they felt when they came in.
Are you guys doing this, are you with a label or are you doing this independently?
We're independent.
Everybody in the room, give me some of this. All right, so now let's talk, gentlemen. Let's talk. I hope that you can continue to be independent. You don't need a record label. I have one. You don't need one. You don't need one. All the tools are there. Proof of concept is there. You know, the money is in tickets and T-shirts. Those are the two ways that you're going to make most of your money, you know what I mean? There's licensing and other things that'll happen later on. It could happen really fast, but
we have koozies too.
We have koozies.
Yeah.
Those koozies are good. Look at that.
We have koozies.
Hey,
Old60music.com.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Get this.
Old60music.com, I think.
Old60music.com.
I don't really know.
Get a koozie. There's a discount code in there. Just go to Live at the Press Shop.
We'll see.
Get 60 cents off your next koozie.
It's really cool that you guys are still there, that you're independent, and I hope you can continue doing that.
The main thing that labels do nowadays is, like you said, they're a bank and the playlisting, like on streaming.
They can, yeah.
But if you make music that people love, you're gonna get that, you know. So I
Absolutely.
mean, maybe you're not at the top of the playlist, but who really cares?
You've got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got all the stuff that can then throw you out there, and they're happy to do it. I'm happy you guys are doing the numbers and stay independent. All right, I want to get a couple artists out of each of you guys, some of your favorite artists.
Smashing Pumpkins are my favorite band
Wow.
ever. My dad, like, since I was a child, has
Yeah.
been just feeding me Smashing Pumpkins.
Love 'em.
So I love the Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan. Radiohead, I've been massive into them recently. Manchester Orchestra, Dwight put me onto them, and I've been like, I think for the past like 3 months, I've only listened to Manchester Orchestra. I love like Nicholas Jamerson, Kentucky guy, John Prine, just like those songwriters, Stone Temple Pilots, anything grunge, love it. But yeah, Smashing Pumpkins, Manchester Orchestra, Radiohead, those are my big three.
Yeah, man.
And Phoebe Bridgers. I love Phoebe Bridgers.
Fake Plastic Trees, I have to listen to it 5 times in a row. if it comes
You
on.
can't not. If it comes on in my car, I listen to it until I'm where I'm going.
I do too.
Yeah.
What you got, Dwight?
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap. Like all that like British alt rock, like Coldplay and all that. This guy named Connor Oberst. Bright Eyes is probably like his bigger project. Andy Hall and his various projects he's the Manchester Orchestra songwriter. I like Pine Grove. I don't know if you've heard of Pine
I
Grove.
don't know Pine Grove.
All your like old country songwriters too.
Like
Yeah,
country stuff.
You got to.
Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson. Yeah, all that.
What you got for me, Abe?
I'm gonna say Pantera. Probably like some Biggie, and then like some Doc Watson.
That like describes you to a T, actually.
Biggie Smalls, Doc Watson. I love it.
And Pantera.
Oh, Pantera. Bro,
That's me.
give me some music, Catfish, my man.
Ozzy, that's like a mainstay.
God rest his soul, man.
Yeah, Pantera, of course. That's gonna be a mainstay anywhere.
Yeah.
I really like the early 2000s like butt rock stuff, like Nickelback, Hinder. Like Hinder's probably my favorite band.
Butt rock.
I love it. I can't get enough of it. I love that whole genre.
Oh, man, I do too, bro.
We played a festival with Buck Cherry earlier this year. and
God, man,
just
I
like,
love that band.
Oh man,
Buck Cherry's good.
a
They
whole
had
lot
some
of
awesome ballads, too. Some deep stuff. Great songwriting, man.
yeah. Jacob put me on to this guy named Medium Build.
I got to remember this.
He is,
I like the
So
name already.
good.
Medium build.
oh my god, he's so good.
What kind of music is it?
It's like indie singer-songwriter stuff. He's
Okay.
like such an amazing songwriter.
It's just such soul and it's so good.
All right, I need some new stuff to chew on, so I'll
Stews.
go with that.
I could go on and on. I'm surprised Dwight didn't take 30 minutes on this section. He's such like an encyclopedia of all of this stuff too. But yeah, I'd say like my big three would be like Skynyrd, Ozzy, and Hinder.
Those are good ones. Ryan, what you got?
Mine are all across the board, man. I'm a rocker through and through. Probably like Tool. Like I spent a few years chasing Tool around the country and seeing them. Avenged Sevenfold. A couple of us. I'm taking to see them for the first time this weekend in Chicago at
I
Soldier
saw them
Field.
at Louder Than Life a couple years
Oh,
back.
dude,
man.
they're
so good.
I've spent way too much money chasing them around, but they're one of my favorites too. Yeah, The Dead. I got sidetracked thinking about Sevenfold this weekend. I got all. Yeah, The Dead.
Biggie Smalls and the Dead for you, huh?
Yeah.
Makes
I have a
sense.
tie-dyed Biggie shirt.
I'm scared to death of planes, and we flew all the way to Vegas to see The Dead and Co. at the Sphere.
Yeah, I
They're
love
up
the
there,
Sphere.
too.
It's a cool building, isn't it?
It's like hopping into a pinball machine is what I tell everybody when you walk into
It's
there.
wild.
It's like you're the ball.
It
like,
It doesn't matter who's playing, though. The building's going to outperform who's ever on the stage.
It's so out of this world when you walk in there.
It's pretty amazing. Saw U2 there, and then we saw the Eagles. spectacles there.
Shoot,
And
that'd be
seeing you
killer.
too, there was a part of it where they turned the inside of that building up, like just the lights, just white lights. And then they turn the volume up, and I think there's a couple 100,000 speakers in there. And I literally think they could kill everyone in the room if they turned it up as bright as it would go and as loud as it would go. I think everyone would just die. It's so powerful.
At the Grateful Dead, man, they took us up into outer space, and I thought I was about to die.
You were probably on a few mushrooms over there helping it.
I won't speak on what was in them because I don't. After ingesting them, I don't know what they were.
Not Hershey's.
It was not Hershey's.
Didn't come from Wonka's.
No. There was this traveling salesman out there named Sledgehammer. If any of you
Traveling salesman
if any
named
of you
Sledgehammer?
This is true.
Weary,
This is true.
weary travelers out there in Vegas run into a dude wearing a Grateful Dead Steely pendant. Run. He does not have what
That's
you're
for
looking
sure Sledgehammer.
It's for sure Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer,
We were told you will know him when you see him. We did not know him. We walked past him. I was like, that has to be the guy.
That's funny.
Steer clear of him. Stay away from the Dead and go with the
Oh
Sphere.
my God.
Unless
Colby,
you're,
what you
you're
got,
bold.
man? Who you listening to?
Oh, music. I heard Metallica, and it was over from there.
Oh, God.
And since then, it's probably put Alice in Chains up there and Black Sabbath for
So,
sure.
Alice in
Promise.
Chains story for you. You guys will be jealous of
Let's hear it.
this. So in 1994, there's a place called the Masquerade here in Atlanta. Maybe you've heard of it, but it was the original Masquerade. I came and saw, and the top of the Masquerade held maybe 300-400 people. And so I saw Alice in Chains in there, and Lane Staley came out in his wheelchair because he was just in a motorcycle crash. And absolutely just,
He's
it
got
was a
vibes,
religious
man.
experience, you know. But being able to see Alice in Chains, because they're one of my favorites too. And I saw them a few other times with Lane Staley. I haven't seen them perform with their new singer, who's from Atlanta. I can't remember his name.
Is it William something?
I think it is.
William,
It is Will. He does a great job.
Yeah, he
He
does.
does great. He's a hell of a singer. He's a hell of a singer.
The Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin. My son Steele, I don't know if you guys got to meet him today, but he's a hell of a guitar player, and he's 19 years old, and he's in a band called Dimora, and they're freaking hardcore, you know what I mean, like super hardcore. And so I love, and they rehearse down where you guys performed in my studio down there, and literally the stove vibrates off the wall, and we don't ever tell him to turn it down, you know what I mean? He and his mom, Dana, we recognize that, you know, it's going to be silent in our house one day. I want him to keep it up as loud as he can. I just don't have the heart to tell him to turn it down. Although I want him to sometimes, I'm never going to tell him to turn it down because the silence will be deafening. I've asked this a couple times of what you thought about the print shop experience today.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I told you that I watched the Steven Wilson Jr. episode a few times.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was fantastic, you know? And I didn't know what to expect. It was like so just cool, you know? Everybody's so cool. And obviously there's the expectation, but everybody has the same expectation, is that we're going to do the best that we can. It didn't feel like some corporate thing where it's like, hey, be here, do this, nobody cares about you. Since we got here, it was like, everybody's asking us if we can have any, like if we need anything, if we
Like a big family cookout all day.
yeah, no, exactly.
It's like
And
we jammed out for
man.
everybody. Like, let's grab guitars, play for the whole bunch while
Yeah.
we're sitting here waiting, you know. But it's been like a big hang all day, and this place has been awesome. Though.
super cool.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I drove a 79
yeah.
Trans Am today.
Oh man, that was one of my favorite parts of the day. In the front part of the day, for sure. I got a couple cars out here, obviously, and I'm very lucky to have them. I worked hard to get them, but one of them's a 1979 Bandit Edition Trans Am.
All right, you got catfish insurance or what?
I'm all paid up. I'm all paid up. Oh my God.
This is literally like a haven't even ever sat in one of these cars before.
What you think?
Oh, it's badass, dude. I tell you what, Sally Fields over here don't look too good no more.
You guys have a lot of momentum right now. And momentum, I like to say, momentum is a very, very precious thing. How do you keep that momentum going?
I think that everything just seems to fall into place at the right time. We put a 4-song EP out, right? And that was like the first music that we put out. Mm-hmm. I mean, it sat there for probably 4 or 5 months before it started to get momentum. Mm-hmm. And right after that, we just jumped on it. We went and toured, and our live shows started to get bigger and do better, and we put out 2 more singles last year and then another 4-song EP. Now we're working on our album. We're waiting on mastering, but I think that, we stress about things, and you hear people telling you need to have a song, you need to have this, you need to have that, and it's like, hey, like, it works itself out if you let it, and everything just seems to happen at the right time. I think this album is just a culmination of like the last couple years, the journey we've been on, and the missing home and all that stuff. And I think that it's the right time for it to come out, which luckily it's the album we have. So I think that it's the one we need, though. So.
When are you guys going to release your record? This is your first record, right?
Yeah, it's our debut. I don't know. Okay. At the time of this interview, we haven't even announced it. So I don't. Hopefully, fall of this year, we'll have it out.
Yeah, maybe these things will line up right together.
That'd be wonderful. Hopefully, we're looking at October, I think, right now. We get the last of the masters back this week. So
yeah, who produced it?
Jakir King and then Justin Eckerd co-produced. He is the best dude. And yeah. I know Dwight and him got pretty close.
Yeah, he's just a master.
Yeah.
And I think he just wants to make good music.
Where did you guys record this?
In Franklin, Tennessee.
Did you track together?
We tracked, it ended up being 11 songs, and it was tracked live. Nice. There's some overdub stuff, but for the most part, the bones of every song were tracked completely live. And it was the first time that has ever happened, for us, for our music. We tracked the acoustic guitar, and then we'd add the guitar, and then we'd add the bass, and no, this is the most, I think, raw and authentic, sound that we have made yet.
It shows the progression of all the work that we've been out here doing, the last 2 years of being out on the road and everything. This album is going to show everything that we've learned from the people that we've met, from the people that have now become our friends and comrades out here on the road, and they've shown us and taught us how to do. This one's really going to be where we kind of somewhat have an idea of what we're doing, because before we had no clue.
Right.
Yeah. So, I think we get boxed into the country genre, and I think that's because of where we're from. We're from rural Kentucky. I think that the sound of this record is anything but country. I mean, there might there's country aspects. We've got a pedal steel on there, but
that's all you got to do to make something country, right?
That's what they say, I guess.
Throw a pedal steel in there.
It's a very unconventional. I applaud Dwight on his creativity. It's I haven't heard pedal steel played the way that it's played on this record. It's a synth sometimes. But then he writes great tagline, great lead lines, and it's that gets stuck in my head. But for the most part, it's just adding so much volume to what we're doing, and it's not a tool to make it country. It's a tool to make it us. I'm very excited for everybody to hear it. We've kind of honed in on our sound. I don't think we have a sound out now that sounds the same, or a song out now that sounds the same. That's not saying any of these songs sound the same, but I think that they're cohesive. We're starting to really figure out what we're doing, and it's a lot of fun.
Who's the primary songwriter in this group?
Me. I write most of them by myself, and then me and Dwight wrote Nancy Avenue that came out earlier this year. I wrote a couple with my buddy Rob Langdon, who opens a bunch for us, and then I wrote one with Nolan Taylor. I wrote Who We Are. I wrote that with Nolan Taylor. I wrote Watching Me Bleed with Jack Wharf. There's a song called Starting New on there that I wrote with Kyle Starrock, but the rest of them I wrote solo.